You're listening to DraftKings Network.
Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. With the price of just about everything going up during inflation, we thought we'd bring our prices down. So to help us, we brought in a reverse auctioneer, which is apparently a thing.
Mint Mobile Unlimited Premium Wireless. How to get 30, 30, bit to get 30, bit to get 20, 20, 20, bit to get 20, 20, bit to get 15, 15, 15, 15, just $15 a month? Sold!
Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
$45 up front for 3 months plus taxes and fees. Promo rate for new customers for limited time. Unlimited more than 40 gigabytes per month. Slows full terms at mintmobile.com.
Now's a good time to remember where the story of tequila started. In 1795, the first tequila distillery was opened by the Cuervo family. And 229 years later, Cuervo is still going strong. Family owned from the start, same family, same land. Now's a good time to enjoy Cuervo, the tequila that invented tequila. Go to Cuervo.com to shop tequila or visit a store near you. Cuervo, now's a good time. Trademarks owned by Becle, SAB the CV. Copyright 2024. Proximo. Jersey City, New Jersey. Please drink responsibly.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz podcast.
Today's episode is sponsored by DraftKings. Stay tuned because you'll hear more about DraftKings and all it has to offer throughout the show. DraftKings, the crown is yours.
I want to make sure I heard this correctly yesterday. You sent out an email, Chris Cote, because we want to do some sort of Summer Olympics here at Meadowlark Media.
That's right.
And you asked people to give you visually funny sports that we could do, Summer Olympic sports.
No, I didn't ask anyone. I just kind of picked some sports that I thought would be visually funny. And when I got responses, everyone was just kind of picking sports that they think they'd be good at, not really thinking about the audience.
Okay. I would like to do sports. I would like to do this. I think it's a fun idea. Visually funny sports is the way to go.
Yeah.
Like ping pong is not the way to go. I understand people would enjoy us playing ping pong, and I would win that. I would win the gold medal.
Putt-putt was another one other people feel like they'd be good at.
Yeah.
Is putt-putt, that would kind of be interesting to watch. Putt-putt maybe?
No.
Okay.
No. Us swimming would be interesting to watch. Us diving would be interesting to watch. Us doing things that make us look funny and embarrass us would be interesting to watch.
You get me.
Watching us do things that we're actually decent at, not funny to anyone.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, watching David Sampson excel at ping pong is probably going to annoy people. You know what I'm saying? He's just, Sampson, what are you doing?
You think you're great at ping pong, don't you?
I think I'm good at ping pong, not great.
Right.
But for this competition, I have 2 words for you. Ready? Balance beam.
What?
Balance beam.
Are you getting on a balance beam?
I would do that.
But you would just try to balance yourself up there. You're not going to do anything up there that would be impressive.
I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna prance like a horse.
You're gonna strut.
Yeah, I'm gonna strut.
He's gonna balance. Yeah,
prance.
5 feet off the ground.
You're going to fall.
I mean, I'm not gonna do backflips if that's what you mean.
Yeah.
So what's the big sell of this?
I'm
Just
gonna-
you walking
Well,
from
him
one
walking
end?
across the balance beam.
Him balancing, yeah.
That's quite the feat.
I'm gonna out equilibrium everyone else.
Right.
That's all.
How about these 2 words? Pommel horse.
Now you're getting a little
Get
complicated.
those triceps ready.
Uneven bars, perhaps?
No, I can't do that. I can't do that. I can barely do balance beam. I'm thinking balance
Can't do
beam.
balance beam.
Balance beam is the easiest of the gymnastics things.
What, to just
right?
stand on?
No, Chris,
to
the
walk.
key is to get on the balance beam, walk across the balance beam. Your dad could do that. He's saying he could do that. I bet you can't do that.
I could just walk across it, but that's not what anyone does in this competition. They're supposed to like do cartwheels on it and flips.
That's your performance. His is his performance.
Right.
Each person has their own performance. The ribbon dancing seems easy.
Oh, I would do
Something
that.
someone could do.
Yeah, I would do that.
You could ribbon dance.
Yeah, I could. Go like
Balance
that,
beam,
right?
I think, is like the first sport every child plays, right? Where they just do it on a curb.
That's right.
That is
Yeah.
true.
It's fair, yes.
I love a balance beam, even though I've never been on one. I like the idea of one.
Let's just have you first walk on a straight line of tape on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, I've
We
done
could-
that.
we
but
could-
Usually
that's
it's
such
with
a-
a
Like
cop.
right
We
here?
could make our own
Yes.
balance beam in here.
Let's do it today, please.
No, I could do that. That's the way to practice.
Is it?
Yeah.
And then
That's
say
how the greats
ABCs
practice?
backwards.
Right. I can do that too. I can walk backward.
Right.
One thing I do have is good balance.
Billy's so right though. Kids love the just getting up on. Like my daughter, when we go to a restaurant, we're waiting to eat outside. There's a little fountain with the little bench around it. My daughter wants to just walk around in a circle on that thing.
Yep.
The things that
They're
kids
easily
get joy
entertained,
out of. It's
yes.
just, it's crazy.
I love it.
Walk
'Cause
in circles.
I was like, yeah,
Yes.
it looks fun, and I got up there, not that fun.
No.
No.
See, he's not. He doesn't have the same equilibrium.
Right.
He must have gotten it from Merlene.
Yeah. Well, you know what I've been doing my whole life is walking on things in parking lots. The bumpers. The bumpers.
Yeah.
You like doing that?
That's like this wide.
Right.
Which is probably what is
good
the
surface area?
Yeah. What's the width of a balance beam? Like 4 inches or something? Probably akin.
I thought it was like 6 inches or
Is it?
something. Yeah.
Tomato,
Half
tomato.
That's no challenge. 6 inches. It should be like 2. I'll walk a 2-inch balance beam.
That's bordering on tightrope.
Have Meadowlark Carpentry make me a 2-inch balance beam, and I'll stride it right now.
Typically, they're 4 inches.
4 inches.
Yes.
You're right then.
Okay.
Child's
So that's
play.
like this. That's like a curb, right?
Easy
That's
peasy.
like
Still
a
talking
bumper.
about balance
You know
beams?
exactly how long that is, huh?
Yeah. Heyo. So we need 4 sports. Is that what you're saying?
That's just kind of what I was going for, but
Because your dad said he would not do diving.
10 centimeters.
Right.
And that was in your headset.
Yeah, and sorry.
But you blurted it out.
I know, I heard it, and it sounded like good information. I wanted to relay it. What is 10 centimeters in inches? Okay, I'm from the United States. Give me inches here, not centimeters. It's like Christopher playing golf. Instead of tell me it's a par, don't tell me it's a 4.
Right.
Don't give me a number.
Around 4 inches.
Do I have to be in here with them?
Yeah.
You do.
Okay.
I'm surrounded by Cody's. I'm in my glory.
I know. It's like the Greg Cody Show podcast.
Where's
and you're a
Yeti?
guest. Yeah.
The idea of the Olympics, Chris, was that
That's
we
what
were
it
going to
is.
compete against
Fine.
another show, right?
It would be a Meadowlark Media Olympics. So it would be representing the Batard show, and this would be Jessica.
A
and Roy.
Meadowlark.
And representing Pablo Torre finds out it's Pablo. It's like it would be like as if the shows are different countries. That was like in my mind.
Oh, I thought you wanted us to
Meadowlark.
compete against like Dan Patrick's show.
No, it was
DP.
more in-house Meadowlark, and the different countries come from the different shows at Meadowlark. Mm-hmm. Like we're going to be swimming against the underdogs.
I don't want to swim.
I want to swim.
Rule
I
me
do.
out. Do you?
You said you would swim right before the
Yes.
show.
I'm not big on taking my shirt off.
You said you wouldn't
I
dive.
think that's
Hereditary.
that's most people's problem.
You
I
can
think
swim with the
that's-
shirt on.
No, that's weird.
Now the aerodynamics aren't good with the shirt. You got to go
I know they
full suit. That
If-
would we put Greg in like a
If
full
exposing
suit. Okay.
body is people's issue, we could mandate that everyone be covered up. So it's like, I don't know. I'm just like, if that's a worry of
Wetsuits.
people,
We could do wetsuits. Yeah,
wetsuits
they're
just-
expensive though.
I don't know. It's just
Scuba gear.
Dan's
I don't want.
paying.
I don't want people to be uncomfortable. Who do you think, Dad, would win in a race?
Me or
in the
Lebatard?
pool? Lebatard.
100-meter
or
relay.
Stu?
Oh, Stugotz would win.
Thank
Really?
you.
Yeah, Dan would
I'm a
sink
swimmer.
like a rock.
Yeah.
Sink like a rock.
Yeah, he would. He would. Even though he's looking good, he's lost some weight. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But
He can't swim.
No, he can't swim.
Come on.
You kidding me?
Knock it off.
No, God,
Dan,
no.
swimming?
No.
Really?
Pool? When's the last time he's been in a pool?
He was on a pool in that photo shoot.
Yeah.
Pool table.
Mm-hmm.
That's true too. Yeah.
I'd like to do a 4x100 relay swimming.
Yeah.
That's how you do it.
Who would
Like
you-
me
who
and
would you-
Dan, I would choose Tony.
Yeah, that's strong. See, that's
Yeah.
what I mean. See, you're going
Length.
with what I said. Like that's why I think Dan might be strong at swimming because he's like a tall guy,
Right.
and that's why I think I'd give him the advantage over you in swimming.
Of everyone on the show, I think Tony would be the first choice. Of course, I think. I don't know.
I could see-
Jess, why are you looking at me?
I could see
What am
I'm
I
a
Jess
decent
being-
swimmer. I got out of a rip current once.
I'm sure.
I think the more important thing for swimming is coordination and like not drowning.
Right.
Okay.
Length is probably secondary to that.
I just look at all the swimmers like Phelps and stuff. Like they tend to be tall people.
Right.
They are.
Roy looks like a swimmer. He's got a swimmer's body.
Yeah.
Swimmer's physique.
I've seen him in a Speedo, and he does.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not terrible, but I'm not going to be in that competition, though.
Oh.
Was it at a pool?
It was a punishment Roy had to pay for the show.
Yeah.
You got out of a rip current once?
Yeah, well, seriously.
I did.
Go on.
Is there more to that?
There is. So I was in Hawaii.
What is it at Typhoon Lagoon?
It was not in Typhoon Lagoon. It was in Hawaii.
Is that the name of the slide?
No.
Hurricane Harbor.
I've made it out of those wave pools too. It's
Yeah,
pretty intense.
no. We were in.
Those are a dangerous game.
Yeah.
I don't. People that bring their kids into the wave pool. At
She
Six
loves them.
Flags,
Very dangerous.
She wants to go deep too. I'm always like,
You could drown in there.
Jeez,
Yeah.
they're terrifying.
Anyway, back to you,
Yeah.
Tone.
Was this when you hurt your toe?
No, this is a different time. This is another trip to Hawaii. So we were in Maui, and there was like a water trampoline that was out maybe like 100 yards from the shore, and a bunch of little kids were jumping on it, whatever. So I swim out there, and me and my brother, my sister, my dad, we start swimming, and then all of a sudden, this like pull, right, starts like pulling us towards the trampoline. all the kids are already gone. I was like, where'd they go? They swam away.
Gone?
No. Like they swam away, like back into the shore. I don't know if they knew it was coming. Like I don't know what happened, but we get to this trampoline. We're about 100 yards offshore, and I feel the pull where I'm having to like hold on to the trampoline because the water is like literally bringing us back. So we're 100 yards from shore. That's a football. That's a long ass way. So I start swimming, right? Just you always have to swim diagonal to a rip current, right? Like that's the trick. Because it's pulling at a certain angle.
I thought it was parallel to the coast.
Right. Diagonal to the rip current.
Okay.
Do you get me? Like we're running parallel to the coast, diagonal to the rip
Same
current.
thing.
It's the same thing. It's a different way to say it.
Same thing.
Right.
It's a different way to say it. Okay.
Yeah, right.
So I'm swimming diagonal from
Why
the
didn't you
rip
just
current.
get on the trampoline?
That's a good question.
Because I had made it first. Everybody else was still in the water. So if I make it on the trampoline and my family gets taken out by a rip current, what do?
Well, I mean, if you swim
I had to
and your
get back in
family
the water.
gets taken out by rip current too,
had to
they're
get
dead.
back in the water and tell everybody swim diagonal. So it took me like 20 minutes to get out of the rip current swimming diagonal because it was still pulling us. Wow. But I swam out. Strong swimmer.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Did you ever climb out of quicksand?
That's a good question.
I'm sure he has.
I haven't run across
Not
quicksand.
yet, right.
I haven't yet.
You haven't run across it.
Yeah, you walk diagonal.
He's
across
searching
it.
for it, though.
You need a good vine. That's the most important part, Greg. You need a vine that you can hold on to.
Like
and
Tarzan.
then, exactly, and then take yourself out like Indiana Jones, Tarzan.
That'd be a good Olympic event.
Vine swinging?
Swinging on a vine?
Well,
Getting out of a quicksand?
Jim Rome?
Yeah, quicksand exiting.
And if you don't?
Then you're in trouble. You don't get a medal.
I was
You get a
thinking the
funeral.
other day, I saw a competition where people were making a bed really fast against one another.
I've seen that.
Yeah, and then I was thinking like if you did that for the Olympics or if you did
Bed making?
people making like building IKEA furniture really quickly.
I would lose.
I
We
would
thought
be
about
really into
bringing in
that.
some like life events, like things you would do in life, like that, like not sports events.
Putting
We
a
thought
duvet
about
cover on. I mean, I'm watching that every time. 10 out of 10 times.
You're watching a competition of that?
Yes. Are you
Really?
kidding? Oh my God, people getting tangled
That would
up
be
in
funny.
sheets. It'd be great. We should do that. We should do that as a show.
That is.
If no one wants to be.
That is
in
funnier
bathing
than ping
suits.
pong.
How about speed cooking? The quickest person to make an omelet, an edible omelet with all you get are 3 eggs,
right,
and a pat of butter, and a couple other ingredients. Go, and then
You appear like a person who likes to take his time when
do.
making an omelet.
Typically,
Yes,
typically
right.
in cooking competitions, speed is not the agenda.
right.
Yeah.
But that's why this would be good.
Botulism
Speed
is
cooking.
not the goal here.
The
I'm
funny,
trying not to get people
the
sick.
funny thing about that is nobody is a less efficient cooker than you are.
It's true. I do take my time.
Like if my dad says dinner's ready at 6, we're eating at 6:45.
Measure twice, cut once.
yeah, that's
Like,
right.
He doesn't he'll wait until the meat is done to start boiling his water for the
Yeah,
pasta.
that's
He's one of
true.
the I have to
Takes
be
his time. He's enjoying
for Sunday
it.
dinner.
Yeah.
I come over and I'm his sous chef. I'm just like, did you do this yet? You should probably get the water boiling.
Right. Yeah, you turn everything up to high.
Well, he likes to boil.
Ridiculous.
How do you boil water for pasta?
Put it at 10 and let it rip.
Thank you. Like my dad puts it at like low and slow.
Let
Like
it
he's like
rip.
got it on 3, and he's just like it'll boil.
Gotta let the water simmer.
Like what?
I know my stove. If it's on 10, it's going to burl over.
Yeah.
If it's on 8, it's going to take a little longer, but
Right.
it's not going to burl over.
Know your stove, man.
Right.
I mean, it's the key to cooking.
Thank you.
It's gonna be a long day.
You do have to know your stove. That's good advice.
Why? Because you're sitting across
I
from your
just-
dad? You spent enough time with him?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm too mean to him. That's what everyone tells me. So I'm gonna be nice.
You're off to a good start.
Something to think about, especially with Dad's Day coming up.
Back streets back. All right. Since the dawn of mankind, we've cooked our food over an open flame and debated the best way to grill. One thing not up for debate, grilling and beer always go together. But not just any beer will do. Whether you barbecue, Texas style, or just celebrate Wednesday with burgers and dogs, I love Miller Lite. Every single time my team plays on television, I am sitting behind that television screen with a Miller Lite or 3. Miller Lite keeps it simple. Undebatable quality, taste as great as your barbecue. It's the beer that strips away everything you don't need and holds on to what matters the most. With the Miller Lite in hand, grilling doesn't just taste great, it tastes like Miller time. To get Miller Lite delivered right to your door, visit MillerLite.com/Dan. Or you can find it pretty much anywhere that sells beer. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories per 12 ounces.
Don Le Batard.
What do we got here? I got a Magnum condom. We won't get that out.
That's shocking.
Stugotz.
Here's a picture of Christopher when he was like 3 years old.
Right next to the condom.
Yeah.
As a subtle reminder.
Never forget.
This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
I'm still waiting for that Dadurday, by the way, where you and Michael come over and help old Pop in the yard.
I've been over to help you with a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, in the yard, like what?
Have you have not set the day for that? Like, I helped you move stuff the other day from your backyard.
Okay, so if I set a date, it's going to happen then.
I told you. See, this is just
okay.
I have a
Well,
question.
Father's Day is coming up.
Well, no, that's
so-
different than Dadurday. Father's Day and Dadurday are very different.
I'm just saying, Chris has no idea how many more chances he's going to have to pull off Dadurday.
Wow,
Come on, stop being morbid here.
I'm not being morbid. I'm
Greg's not going to get in quicksand.
Same with my kids.
I'm the kind of guy who could climb out of quicksand.
No, I
don't know why.
How would you?
I would study up on it.
Yeah.
I suspect the
While you're in
strategy, having not studied, the strategy has to be as little movement as possible.
I don't know.
I don't think you want to go like this and start thrashing.
He's right.
And,
He's right
Can't
about
panic. Right.
Yeah. You got to remain calm.
The faster you move, the more you sink.
I think without a vine, you're screwed.
The vine is very important, though, to get out. You need a vine.
throw
or a
me
whip of some sort.
A rope. A rope with a knot on the end. Yeah. Like
You ever wonder where it
tug-of-war
goes?
rope. The quicksand?
Yeah, where does it go?
I don't know.
Maybe you could end up there and there's like a nice bubble of oxygen. Maybe the key is just go along for the ride.
And the other thing is, shouldn't they be called slow sand?
Yeah.
Because quicksand is not.
You go
quick.
slowly,
There's nothing
right.
quick about it. It doesn't move quick. You don't get out of it quick.
So it's funny. I looked up the keys to getting out of quicksand,
nice.
and the first one is stay calm. The second one is lighten your load.
But
Take as many things out of your pocket.
Take the keys out of your pocket?
Yes, take everything out of your pocket, it says. And then it says wiggle your feet.
Stay calm is such a cliche in the survival game.
It is.
Like, what is that really doing for me?
Right, I hate when Ron McGill says, hey, yeah, you face a bear, stay calm. No, I'm going to freak out.
That's the point. Like, if you freak out and panic, then your judgment is poor because you're reacting too quickly. You're not thinking. You stay calm. You think, what do I know about this bear? Should I yell, hey, bear? Should I fight it? Like, there's different things that you stay calm, think about it, remember your training, and maybe you'll have a better chance of surviving.
I'll tell you what, if this plane is going down, I'll tell you who's not staying calm. This guy.
Right.
I am
In that case,
panicking.
That's why you're not the co-pilot.
There's not a lot you can do. That's why Tony is.
That's why you're not the co-pilot. If you look around and you don't see your co-pilot, it's you. I look at Chris Cote and I'm like, he's a little too nervous. I can't have him on the sticks.
I would be
Sorry.
like, please, somebody else.
So, do you get one Dadurday a year, like Father's Day?
I would like one Dadurday a year.
Plus
that
Father's
would be great.
Day.
Yeah.
Different.
Oh, yeah. Father's Day is different.
Can we do it the Saturday before Father's Day? Just bang it out?
Well,
I would love that.
It seems like you're going to
What a
have,
weekend.
if you
Yeah.
don't, then you have two Father's, like Dadurdays roll over, correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you'd have two Dadurdays next year
Yeah.
if Chris doesn't get it out of
I
the way
could
this
use
year.
I could use 2 a year, to be honest with you.
Yeah?
Especially the way my bamboo
You deserve
plant
it.
grows.
I
bamboo spreads like wildfire,
Yeah, it
I've
does.
heard.
Yeah.
Game 4 of Panthers Oilers in Edmonton is the day before Father's Day, and I pitched to my wife last night, that being the game that I might be able to go to, and that didn't go over well. And it's like, I thought this was Father's Day. I guess
It's your day.
I guess it's
Yeah.
Mother's Day.
Right.
You don't miss Father's Day to go to Edmonton.
That's what my wife said.
Not to
I thought it's
Edmonton,
Father's
though.
Day. I mean, I'm a father.
You'll
You
miss a
thought-
week of work, you go to Edmonton. I mean,
No, not if I go to the Saturday game.
it's a long trip, man.
I'm trying to go to on a weekend so I don't miss a bunch of
Well,
work.
this is what you should have done, is you should have pitched it as, my dad would really love to go, and a great Father's Day gift for him would be me going with him to the
Ooh,
game.
it's not too late for that.
I'm not doing it
You wanna
for
go,
me. I'd like to go with my father.
He doesn't
and take
want to
him
go
the
to
game.
Edmonton.
Does it matter if Greg goes? I mean,
Well, yeah, it's Father's Day. Chris cannot celebrate Father's Day
Well, no,
neither
no.
with his father nor
No,
with
no.
his child.
Chris can
Then
go,
it's Chris
but Greg
Day.
just has to hide the entire day to protect his son.
Yeah.
You know?
We have a brunch planned for that Sunday. So, like, that's why I
it's
get
planned.
it.
Who wants to go to Edmonton?
Who wants to
I
go
do.
to brunch?
I
me.
do. What are you talking about?
I'm
Roy
with
is
that.
dying. He's already pissed that we're potentially spending money on the Olympics when he could be going on a trip to Edmonton right now.
You're messing around with the budget here.
Roy
Wait,
just walked in. I heard it. He goes to Carl. He goes, Edmonton. One word.
You were just in New
That's all he
York.
has to say at this point. That's all he should say.
How did
Edmonton.
Carl react to
Carl
that?
was like, whoa, that's coming in a little hot, Roy.
Honestly,
Stanley Cup final.
Roy,
I'm going to try that. Augusta.
you did that. It worked for you.
Not this year.
Tahoe. I did do that. You're right. I've done it several times.
Damn, Edmonton is far.
Dude, it's so far.
It's like an
really
8-hour flight.
Yes.
It's like going to London. It's ridiculous.
It's like 8 hours from Montana.
It's
Think about
so
that.
inconvenient to get there.
I know. No directees.
No.
No.
I can't imagine. Rory, what's your opinion on this? Are Panthers fans actually going to go to Edmonton? If there's 100 red jerseys there, I'd be surprised.
Yeah, no, probably not.
No, there will be. People, 100 is not that much. There, you'll see some red jerseys there.
Okay.
Will you?
You'll see one. I hope.
Royce?
No, mine.
No, I'll be in the press box.
Roy will be in the press box.
It is Father's Day. It's your day. Do what you want.
I tried.
No, Father's Day is Family Day.
There you go.
Is it really?
Yeah, Father. You can't be selfish on Father's Day. You just can't.
No, you can be. Every year on Father's Day, what I ask for is silence.
Thank you.
Yes. Just the gift of silence. I watched the U.S. Open. I watched the final round. I get the gift of silence. That's all I want.
Yeah, but how does it go over if you say, you know what, I want to go to Zimbabwe for Father's Day. I'll be 4 days. We'll see you later.
You know what I want for Father's Day? An 8-hour returning flight from Edmonton.
Zimbabwe.
Nothing sounds better.
How confident are you
I
guys?
think my wife would be on to me.
How confident are you guys in the Ice Cats?
Oh, I got them winning in 6.
In 6? Okay, so that's where do you have the losses coming?
Probably one at home and one in Edmonton.
Game 1 or one at
Probably
home?
game 2.
Okay.
Roy, you have the Panthers in 6.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm
Sounds about
thinking,
right.
and I'd like to propose to you, Roy. And Tony, by the way, welcome to the Panwagon. Now the Stanley Cup is here.
I'm locked
Tony's
in, exactly right.
He said
Are
that-
you? Are you?
Yeah. Remember I said on the show, hey,
Stanley
the
Cup.
moment they get to the Stanley Cup, I'll be locked in. The thing is, I need like a recap of what
Okay.
we've done in the last
They've won
3 rounds.
Just
They won.
They made it there.
Roy, hypothetical situation for you. You have it going 6, so you have the Panthers losing 2 games, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Should the Panthers win the first 2 games, would you ever consider forfeiting the next 2 so you don't have to fly to Edmonton? And it's still a 2-2
Come
split.
back 2 games apiece.
And then you come back for game 5, but then you have to go to Edmonton for game 6. Would you ever spot them any games to not make that 8-hour flight so they can rest up?
Man, that's good.
Oh, we got him.
I got to think about that one. Probably not.
Roy wants to go to Edmonton.
Yeah.
I kind of do too. Outside of the flight, like I want to see a game.
You don't want to go to Edmonton.
Okay.
You don't want to go
I
to
don't.
Edmonton, man.
No.
Connecting flights.
Yeah.
No.
Just a connecting
How
flight.
many connecting flights is it,
It's
and where
one.
do you connect?
There's
I was
one in
looking up-
Denver.
Yeah, I was looking at flights last
Denver.
night.
Yeah.
It's like 8.5 hours of travel with like an hour layover in Denver.
Or you can have 2 layovers, one in Atlanta and the
No
other one in
thanks.
Denver.
Why don't the Panthers charter flights for their fans? Sell the tickets, make it convenient.
mean,
have
Right.
direct flights.
For Roy and Walter Katz.
He said
I mean,
only 100
Catsy.
people are going, so you could get that all. That's one flight.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Americans should do one
Why
direct.
don't we do it? Why don't we charter a flight for Panthers fans and we can charge them anything they want? People don't like direct or connecting flights.
Yeah.
So let's charter a direct flight from here to Edmonton. I don't know who we need to talk to. Someone out there if you're listening.
I think it's Carl. Roy should just walk up to him and say private jet.
Charter. Yeah. No, not a private.
PJ.
No. Look, this is actually a really good idea, okay? We charter a plane, right? When you charter a plane, you sell the tickets and you can kind of control the price of the tickets, I'm assuming, right? So, in theory, we can do this at no cost to the company. We just put the money up front, right? And then we charge for the tickets an offsetting amount to cover Roy's costs and the hotel costs. Now,
we want to make a little profit.
it's
Though.
you
The
can
catch
make
is that you're
profit.
the pilot, and that's how we're saving money.
It's a lot of work.
Co-pilot.
It's a lot of work and it's a big risk, but I think there will be people interested in going to see the Panthers play in Edmonton, on a direct flight. Let's just charter a flight. Why can't we do that?
Would you pay half price for a flight if they're like, all right, but there's only going to be one pilot here? So, if this pilot has an issue, you just got to kind of bet that this pilot
Isn't
will
that
be
just
fine.
Spirit Air? I feel like that's like a.
I feel like I would pay. I would just roll the dice that everything's going to work out. If I get a half
Is
price
Tony
flight,
on my flight?
if he is, I feel better about the situation.
Same. That's why I'm asking. Yeah, co-pilot.
You would pay half price for a ticket.
one pilot.
If you told me
I
the
wouldn't.
rest of my life, every flight you pay for will be half price, but There's only going to be one pilot. Like, I've never had a pilot have an issue and need the backup pilot.
That you know of.
How do you know?
They don't. You think they keep it secret?
Have you ever seen a pilot go to the bathroom in the middle of a flight?
Yeah, he's got to take a shit.
And there's just no one flying the plane
I've also
on your flight?
That's why it's
autopilot. Autopilot.
Exactly.
Come on,
Yeah.
give me a break.
A flight attendant sometimes will go in to because there has to be 2 people in there. So you'll notice one.
They barricade the door too, so you can't bum rush the door.
They slide out the little cart.
The cart, yeah.
Would you want to know if the main pilot can't fly the plane? I don't want to know what happens in that room.
I want honesty.
Do you?
No, you don't.
Not there.
No, you don't.
No, you want lies.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So you want a lie? Like just a couple flight attendants going in that room, and you're like, why are people going in there? Like you can tell something's going on, but you don't want to know.
You want to know.
Your dad is right. You want lies.
Yeah. I want a third pilot. I'm not satisfied with 2.
None of this makes sense.
Half-price flights, though. That's the kicker here. Tony's with me. Half-price flights the rest of your life. I trust one pilot.
So you're saying you're booking a flight on United, let's say. It's $500 because you done it last minute.
You can fly $250 for a one pilot.
For one pilot.
Yeah.
Not happening.
They're just going to end up price gouging the one pilot flights, and you're going to end up paying the same amount anyway.
Well, Tony's a pilot, so for Tony, it's like half price and maybe you get the thrill of flying. Yeah, you're fine.
Yep.
But Tony's like a marshal where he has to be on every flight.
It's a bit exhausting for me. It's a second job now. All of a sudden,
you never know where he is.
Here's the thing, though. To your point, Christopher, I think most flights, most full flights, there's somebody. I almost said in the audience. There's somebody on the plane who knows how to fly in an emergency.
Who's done a flight simulator?
Yes, I think so.
There's a Tony on every plane.
Yeah,
I'm trying to tell you guys, man.
Some guy just had 2 vodka sodas. All of a sudden, is in charge.
He's winging it, literally.
Oh, for crying out loud!
Oh, for crying out loud! I feel like I could fly a plane because somebody in the tower would be instructing me.
Yeah, exactly.
This isn't the movie Airplane, Greg.
God.
It's not that easy.
Yeah, You push a button. They tell you in the tower, push a red button, and then you do it. And
that kind of thing.
You feel like someone from the tower can walk you through flying
I think so.
a plane.
Yeah, I feel like
an Airbus.
Yeah.
Howdy, sports fans. I assume you're sports fans if you're listening to this podcast. I'm Mike. I am a huge sports fan. I'm a big concert goer. I like big events. I like hard-to-find tickets. So much so that I've scoured the marketplace for them. And in all of my experience, I kept coming back to Game Time. It was my favorite marketplace for tickets because they have not done me wrong. I buy so many tickets that I've had some experiences where I need their customer service help. Well, guess what? You'll be happy to know that's not a hassle at all. They got back to me so quickly. I bought countless tickets from Game Time. The lowest price guarantee, folks, is a big one. I'm telling you right now, you're incentivized to go shop the marketplace. Game Time will dare you. And if you do, no sweat. They'll match that deal and then some. The exclusive flash deals. Incredible. Take the guesswork out of buying NBA tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code DAN for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code DAN for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed.
Dan Le Batard.
He has been great. He's made great hires.
I said all.
We've said all.
He said all that.
Yeah. We've said all that.
Everyone has said everything.
First time I heard any of this, Greg.
Everything you're saying.
It's all been said.
It's all been said.
Okay, you got to understand one thing.
Stugotz.
Me maximum.
That's
Until
right.
I say it, it hasn't been said.
Boom.
Okay, understand that.
You're the mayor.
Until I say it, it hasn't been said.
Me maximum. This is the Dan Le Batard Show with the Stugotz.
In about 10 minutes or so, Chris Whittingham, fancy young lad, is going to join us from his bathtub.
No context needed for that. Just why.
Billy is shaking his head.
What?
How did you guys manage this?
Well, we made a bet, and Whittingham has to pay it off.
I know, but this is like a Dan thing. So
I know.
Doing it when Dan's not here.
I don't make the schedule. Someone just said Whittingham's coming on today at 9:40. So
I mean, it's a grid of death punishment, so I feel like Dan doesn't have to be here for it.
He's been wanting him in the bathtub every day.
But he's
for
not
like
in
4
costume,
years.
right? So is he going to be really that upset? Do we consider being in the tub a costume? That's all Dan cares. He doesn't care about if Woody's naked in a tub.
He cares about the
He wants a
costume. Right. Well, he cares about paying off your penalties.
And I think it was supposed to be supposed to be an entire show, but he'll only be here for a segment. So,
all right.
So we're already saying it doesn't count.
Well,
so we'll do the rest of the show next week when Dan is back?
I do like the idea of after he, at the very end of the segment, just being like, okay, this doesn't count. You have to do this again for a full show.
He's not an employee of ours anymore. Though. He literally does not have to do any of this.
What are the rules, though, of this bet? Because for me, he has to be shirtless And it would be nice if he had a prop like a shower cap or a
There needs to
loofah.
be water in the tub.
Rubber ducky.
Yes, rubber ducky.
Mandatory.
Yes.
Right. Yeah. Let's see.
I've got him setting
Bubbles.
up a full desk in the back. Like he's got like a little like
Do ya?
TV
Computer,
tray.
right.
He's got his light set up. He's like no water
Bath
involved.
bomb?
He's
Does he have a bath bomb?
He's comfortably maybe sitting on a pillow in the tub.
Do you love a good bath?
I don't actually.
Really?
No. Why would I want to sit in my ass water?
Huh.
Yeah.
Put that on a t-shirt.
Put that on the pole.
Yeah, that is a good question. Was that a rhetorical question or meant for a poll?
Juju, I'm not certain of the question, but whatever it was, put it on the pole.
Why would I want to sit in my ass water? Was that the exact
Yes
question?
or no?
Okay.
I like a good outdoor bath. Have you ever been in a place that has like...
That's a hot tub, no?
No. Like
Like in the Cialis commercial?
I am imagining Tony somewhere in like Aspen, Colorado.
nice hot steamy bath.
Yeah.
It's cold outside though. You're in the bathtub.
Oh, you look good.
There's some places that have like a bathtub on the balcony,
Yeah.
like hotels and places like that.
Fancy
Right.
places.
I'm a big outdoor bath guy.
Hell yeah.
It sounds like a Cialis commercial.
It
You're
does.
just sitting in watching the sunset, holding hands in a tub.
When's the last time you took a bath?
You, Dad.
I have not taken a bath in, I don't know when. I don't take baths. It would be weird. It would be physically weird for me to step into a bathtub. And you know,
It should be
lay
one of
down
our
like
Olympic competitions.
I'm so used to standing in a shower. It would be physically weird to sit down in a bathtub. Creepy.
I'm not a fan of the pruning that happens in a bath.
Oh, I hate it.
Yeah. And then your fingers are like wet and like mushy.
The oddest like bath shower routine I ever had I think this was like probably freshman year of high school. I would wake up early to take a shower and I would be so tired that I would just lay down on the floor in the shower for like after I was done washing. I would finish the shower off with a good 5-minute just lay.
Wait, what is happening here?
Okay, sitting in the shower.
You just laid
is
on the
different
floor?
than
Lay
a bath,
down.
though.
Why?
It's better.
Just because I was tired, didn't want to get out yet. The water was nice and hot and steamy. I would just it was weird. I'm not like
Face up or face down?
You shut the water off?
I think
No.
I'm face up.
I think it's getting hit by the water.
And I'm like
What?
just kind of like it's pelting all over my midsection and my stomach.
Weird.
What a
No, it
visual.
was weird.
What a visual.
It's a terrible visual. I mean, no one. Come on.
Sitting is.
Someone else be vulnerable with me.
No, I've
Tony, you've
sat
done
in
this.
the shower.
You're too tall.
The benches in
He's
the, at
looking
the
for
You
help.
sat in the shower.
At
Yes.
Circa.
Oh.
We had like
Oh,
5
the
a.m. wake
benches
up
were
calls.
sick.
Really hot,
Oh, just sit there.
good water pressure.
If there's a
Sit there
bench-
and wake up and
Yes.
just be like, I don't want to be awake right now.
I know
But this
it's
feels
easier with a
nice.
bench. It was weird. I'm not saying this is.
Well, if there's a
normal,
bench,
but-
you're supposed to sit. It's an option to sit on the bench.
Yeah, that's not what that bench is for.
My man.
Baby.
But yeah, it's weird. I look back on it and I'm embarrassed. I don't know why I just admitted it. I would just lay in the shower in high school.
That is, I raised you.
Yeah.
What is happening
And it would be
here?
like, mom would be like, it would
Greg,
be.
you shower in the pool.
Yeah.
No, I don't shower in the pool.
It would be a thing
With a
where
shirt on.
I bathe in the pool.
my mom would always cut, like, after like 20 minutes, my mom would be like, hey, it's 7:15. Doot, doot, doot. And it's like, all right. Then I
Wait,
would-
you do this in the morning?
Yeah, this would
like
be.
you'd wake up and just lay down on the floor.
No,
This is the strangest
because I.
This is a weird revelation.
It's because of how tired I was.
Make it a nominee for a Suey Award, please.
I'm not proud of it, but we're
more sadness.
Come on, there's somebody else here that's done embarrassing things in the shower and they're not admitting it.
Hey, yo.
Huh.
Well, what are you talking
Greg,
about?
what do you think of those commercials? Have you seen? Not that I'm implying that this is like for you.
Yeah.
But what do you think of those commercials of those like things that they gear towards? You know, the more senior generations where they turn your shower into like a tub with a door. Oh yeah. Have you seen those that you close it and then you can sit down and basically it could fill all the way up to like, you know, your chest or whatever?
Yeah. No, I don't do that. When we had the master bath redesigned or whatever you call it, when they redo a bathroom, the guy asked me if I wanted a bench in the shower.
What'd you say, my man?
No, I was offended. I'm like
Offended.
Yeah,
Because of age?
Yeah, that's an ageist question.
And now
I need
you-
a bench. Why? I'm not sitting down in the shower. That's why I take showers so I can stand. Put my head right under the thing. The
But you're
stream
going
of
to get to a certain age where you wish you just
Yeah.
had the bench installed
there
because
now.
the portable shower benches for people with like disabled people, they're an
okay.
eyesore.
They're sad. We
Yeah.
had to
Yeah,
put
they're
those in
terrible.
there for Nana. Those are sad.
I know they are sad, and I'm not ready for that.
You're
that kind of
gonna have
thing.
to just call him in a couple of years.
Well, it sounds like you have the square footage to put a bench in when necessary.
I'd put a park bench in there before I'd put a bench that's made for a shower. I mean, ridiculous.
A park bench?
Yeah.
A grounded park bench.
I want a full-size park bench in my shower with a fake pigeon standing on it.
Oh, that'd be lovely.
Give me the park ambiance when I'm taking a shower.
What?
Yeah.
A waterproof Herald to
You're
open.
eating a sandwich in the park on a bench, a pigeon flies by.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe a stranger's
we've all
there
been
every once in a while
Right.
that you could just meet and make a new friend.
That's right. I'm going to start eating sandwiches in the shower. They get soggy, but you can eat them quicker that way. It's like a hot dog eating contest. Fraudulent. They soak the bun. That's not, you're not eating a hot dog if the bun is soaked and you're eating it separate from the dog itself. The famous hot dog eater.
Kobayashi.
Who wins
Joey
it?
Chestnut.
I wanted him to try to find it.
Chestnut.
Chestnut is the guy I'm thinking of. Joe Chestnut. He's
Joey.
a fraud.
Oh, no one calls him Joe.
I mean,
He's a fraud.
Unless you're eating a hot dog as it's meant to be eaten, with an intact bun, a little bit of mustard, you're not eating a hot dog.
Or do it in the shower, then it's okay because it's not, it gets wet because you're in the shower, not because you're cheating.
Right, exactly.
You have some hot takes today. Joe Chestnut's a fraud.
He's on fire.
He called
Joseph
Connor
Chestnut.
McDavid overrated before the show.
What the hell was that, Greg?
Yeah, no, I
love it.
Roy, let me explain it to you. And not that you need to, you know more about hockey
And this
than
is
I do.
coming from a guy that's watched Connor play 6 times.
Right.
If that. No, look. I looked up all his.
love you.
I looked up all his stats. I know how great he is in terms of numbers. My attitude is they're hollow numbers. Okay, He's been in the league a long time, 9 years. This is his 9th year. They haven't won anything with him. Okay, if he's going to be the next Wayne Gretzky. How about you should be raising a few cups? Wayne Gretzky took like 5 years in Edmonton to win 4 Stanley Cups. This guy comes in as the next Wayne Gretzky. His nicknames include the Chosen One and McJesus, okay? He's a great player. He scores a lot of goals. He scores a ton of assists, but it hasn't translated to making Edmonton a powerhouse in the league.
They're in the final.
They
It's
are
a
this
team
year.
sport.
I
Like, if you're going to blame anybody, blame the front office. They don't have good goaltending. But Skinner was good during the conference final.
Roy, if you're the next
Leading up to
Wayne
it.
Gretzky, if you're the best player in the world, you should make the Stanley Cup.
Which
I mean,
he
just did. Yes,
first
but
time.
to Greg's point, it took him 8 or 9 years.
Yeah, for the first time. And he'd only made the West Finals one time previously in 9 years. So
I think Gretzky's first or second year, Roy, with the Oilers, the Islanders had won 4 straight. They were, dry for 5, going for a 5th straight. And they lost. So the 4th Stanley Cup, they beat Edmonton. But everyone knew that Gretzky was coming. The next year, the Oilers played the Islanders again. Islanders going for 5 straight. Oilers beat them. I think they swept them. And then Wayne Gretzky was off and running. That's what Greg is saying.
And when I say Connor McDavid is overrated, the only thing I mean is this is a guy with such hype that he needs a Stanley Cup win to catch up to that hype. Right now, he hasn't done it. I'm not saying his career has been a disappointment, but he hasn't gotten the Oilers to where they probably expected to be in their 9th year with McJesus. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, understandable, but he is a Hall of Famer.
For sure.
What's your nickname for him?
McOverrated. Which, not a great nickname, I admit. I mean, it doesn't roll off
That's
the tongue.
Mine is Joe Chestnut for some reason.
Should we put that on the
Joe
poll?
Chestnut,
maybe?
isn't that his name?
More overrated, Joe Chestnut or Connor McOverrated?
Yes, put it on the poll.
Joe Chestnut. I thought that was his name.
What do you make of Kobayashi retiring? Said his body hurt.
No, he said he no longer has hunger.
He's not going to eat another hot dog in his life, that guy, and I can't blame him. Imagine that. I like
Hot dogs are good as one or two.
I can eat two. I can eat two
Yeah.
if they're plain.
Yes.
My wife
Plain.
puts chili and cheese and everything, onions. I don't do any of that.
Right. Sounds
good.
A little drizzle of, and the drizzle of mustard needs to be artful. I like to go like this.
Swirled.
You're not a straight line kind of guy.
No,
You're
squigglies, yeah,
No,
up
I go
and down,
straight
line.
waves.
Yeah,
line
yeah.
down.
You
Two
like
straight
some
lines,
waves.
back and forth.
No, don't. I know PTSD there, Tony, with the waves, but you need waves.
Yeah,
and
you don't
mustard.
want a straight
Chris,
line.
you're a Mondrian. Greg, you're a Matisse.
Wow.
Thank you for that.
It's got to be spicy too, right?
No, I like
You like French's
classic
mustard?
yellow mustard. I don't like
I'm a
Gouldens.
spicy brown kind of guy.
No,
Oh, man,
not on a
Gouldens.
hot dog.
Nope.
Ooh, and then you have one other seasoning that you throw on there.
It's a must. celery salt.
Yeah.
He's not wrong.
That's on the Chicago dog, the celery salt.
It's a must.
Too much happening on the Chicago dog.
We were just talking about this on Mystery
Overrated the
Crate
Chicago
last
dog.
week because Billy had a couple hot dogs and was in tummy ache city.
Yeah. I had two hot dogs.
No,
But
get the ketchup out of there.
7-Eleven?
No.
I have an update for everyone. Yesterday, for the first time,
what happened?
I had Chipotle.
Oh,
Yeah.
You've never had Chipotle before?
Wait, did you give him the
Did
nod?
you do the nod?
I Uber Eats did. Yeah, so no nod. Yeah.
You should have put that in the notes on Uber Eats.
Yeah.
Give him the
Ju-
nod.
I just put it in notes, nod.
or a digital. Yeah, digital.
They rip you off when you do takeout, by the way.
Really?
Just letting you guys know that.
So
you gotta show up and have your presence felt at the Chipotle.
How was it?
Because if not,
Put the pressure on.
they're sitting there like, oh, this guy
Tony's
wants
doing the
chicken.
nod.
They want chicken. Great. I'm gonna give you 4 pieces of chicken. Good luck, buddy.
So good.
Yeah, a little spicy.
Yeah, that's what my wife says.
That's perfect.
It is
My
spicy.
wife says it's too. I
Yes.
love it, but my wife claims. the
But
same
it's
thing.
spicy. It is.
It's just got a kick. It's just seasoned.
Yeah.
I don't think it's spicy at
It's
all.
just
Yeah,
seasoned.
It just
Yeah.
has seasoning.
No, it's spicy.
It's
It
not.
is.
If you get the spicy sauce, yeah, like the spicy
Nah,
red
that
salsa.
carne asada is spicy, I think.
My wife thinks the chicken's spicy.
What?
I know. I disagree with her.
Yeah, chicken's dull. Needs help.
Back streets back. All right. Since the dawn of mankind, we've cooked our food over an open flame and debated the best way to grill. One thing not up for debate, grilling and beer always go together. But not just any beer would do. Whether you barbecue, Texas style, or just celebrate Wednesday with burgers and dogs. I love Miller Lite. Every single time my team plays on television, I am sitting behind that television screen with a Miller Lite or 3. Miller Lite keeps it simple. Undebatable quality, taste as great as your barbecue. It's the beer that strips away everything you don't need and holds on to what matters the most. With the Miller Lite in hand, grilling doesn't just taste great, it tastes like Miller time. To get Miller Lite delivered right to your door, visit MillerLite.com/Dan. Or you can find it pretty much anywhere that sells beer. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories per 12 ounces. Woo!
At the Coca-Cola Company, Keurig Dr. Pepper, and PepsiCo, our bottles might still look the same, but some of them can be remade in a whole new way, using 100% recycled plastic. New bottles made using no new plastic except the caps and labels. You'll be seeing more of these new bottles in more places, and that's thanks to you, because when we get more bottles back, we can use less new plastic. Learn how our bottles are made to be remade at madetoberemade.org.